What's going on, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. The link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled Is Parenting Making the World Better? A Better Place? Ironic that making this video while the classic Hell No is playing. But I gotta say, hell no. Because you have children and you raise your children to have a certain standard, and you teach them ways to become better people so they can raise children of themselves, and eventually all these people come together to make the world a better place, right? And I think parenting in general is not doing that in America, and I think it's different on different levels. Um, I think parenting isn't making the world a better place because parents have dug so deep into capitalism that they want their children to be involved in capitalism to the point where teaching them how to be good, be people with standards and morals and ethics and integrity and good character are taking a back seat. So as long as it's making money, everybody's cool with it, no matter what you did to get it, because the world has become so competitive. I think modern day parenting isn't making the world a better place because modern day parenting doesn't teach children any type of skill sets. It's one of those things where you just let kids go to school and let them aimlessly find their way without giving them a skill that if their dreams fall, if they can't fulfill their dreams, they have no other skill to maintain themselves that can produce money or create money. They're not a producer of anything, you know. That's why we were taught trades. Woodwork, carpentry. Those days are done for the most part. You have to go to trade school, absolutely, for that. Nobody teaches you this stuff in the family, or you learn on your own as you get older with like do-it-yourself knowledge. So, does that make the world a better place? No, because it really sets adults back and it sets children back, the children of those adults back also. So, I think that's a problem. Um, I think modern day parenting isn't making the world a better place because parents are teaching their children excuses to not have manners. And by the way, I'm talking about all groups right now. Because what happens is you go out in public and you see these children who have no concept of manners, and ironically, you see these parents that have no concept of manners also, who just think their bad manners are just as as excusable as their children's bad manners. And I think you find out, how people aren't really built for real world situations, and neither are their children. Um, and what I mean by that is, people aren't as appreciative. I think parenting isn't making the world a better place because the dumber people were the ones making kids. And unfortunately, you have situations where you have smart kids and dumb parents and dumb parents and dumb kids. Sometimes you have smart parents and dumb kids, but more so the other two. But because knowledge isn't looked at as something that is worth passing down to your child, and knowledge is power. Since we're not living in that type of society that actually believes that holistically, like in unison. You just have a lot of people who would rather be in a position to imitate what they think powerful is. I don't think it's a good look, but it is what it is. Now, the other thing I would say would be modern day parenting isn't making the world a better place because it looks to me like we're not taking care of our children like other kids were taken care of in previous generations. You know, too many medical issues, too many overweight children, too many children on pills and prescriptions, too many children who have too many, not necessarily diseases, but disorders that weren't allowed to stop you in previous generations. You know, back in the day, ADHD was just, you need to sit your ass down, you're too hyper. You're going to pay attention, that's your ass. But now, we've given so many passes to what we consider dysfunctions or disorders that it gave society a pass to not be as prepared for life and well adjusted to become an adult, a productive adult in society. I think tribalism has made parenting worse. It's always been there, but I know as a black man, we were always taught you have to be twice as good to get half as much. And I notice other groups of people, they have this thing where they're teaching their children, you're better than those people because you're not black. And these people aren't becoming better people or smarter or more adjusted. They can network better because of the tribalism, but I notice a lot of incompetence with adults, young adults, teenagers, kids, so on and so forth, right? And I noticed the older generation of what we consider, I would say, grandparents and maybe older parents are really nervous about what's going to happen when they're gone. Because though these people may keep up the tribalism, they don't have the skills to maintain the structure that was given to them, the legacy that was given to them. All they have is a superiority complex with nothing to back it up. I think parenting isn't making the world a better place because increasingly since I would say when I was a kid in the 80s to now, entertainment raises children more so than parents do. Whether it's your television, your social media, movies, and I'm not talking about box office. You know, people have a string of movies they just watch. Kids just watch movies all day, and they get programmed how society works through television and social media, and you have people not necessarily thinking they're experiencing real life in Fantasyland. We knew the difference between entertainment and reality, and I think social media has become a personal reality TV show for a lot of people, and they really think that that's reality. And it makes it hard for people to interact with other human beings personally. So I think people have their online persona, who they are, but they're uncomfortably awkward when it comes to being face to face with another human being. So now you're awkward with human interactions. That's not going to make the world a better place, because guess what? The world is full of people, not your not your idea of what this person is, not the idea of a person's persona. You get what I'm saying? You have to get to know the people. I also think that the parenting isn't making the world a better place right now, because there is no emphasis on achievement. There is no emphasis on, why hard work pays. There is no emphasis on why God can bless the child who has his own, or God and other people help people who help themselves. Everybody is so entitled that you can't make the world a better place with generations of entitled people thinking the world owes them something. So you'll never do anything to make the world better, because you're waiting on the world to do it for you. And, I think that's a major problem. So, do I think that modern day parenting is making the world a better place? No. No, I don't. And I think, I'm going to leave it at that for right now. Y'all take care. Peace.